y'all.
What's good?
Okay. Hey y'all, thank you for tuning back into a unique perspective. Today I'm just going to be giving an update on cycle 19, a Clomid update, ovulation and tracking cycle update, and all things TTC. I'm also going to be talking a little bit about like emotions and kind of what I've been experiencing lately. So I'm going to get right into it. So if you watched my previous video, hold up. So if you notice, my hair is nice and big and full today, and it's because I'm getting it done tomorrow. So it's blown out and it's wild, so please don't mind me. But yeah, so it's in its natural state. And it's kind of large and in charge. But anyways, so it's cycle 19. If you watched the previous video, then you know this is our first cycle on Clomid. And for those of you who don't know what Clomid is, there's a longer name for it, but it basically stimulates your hormones, number one, to help you release a good, nice, healthy egg when you do ovulate. And it helps with ovulation. So I've been previously ovulating in all of my cycles, but hopefully this just helped with a beautiful egg. So on the Clomid, I previously talked about the side effects that come with it. Like people talked about having hot flashes, mood swings, headaches, different things like that. So for me personally, I didn't have too many side effects. I am on the lowest dosage of 50 milligrams, so that might have a lot to do with it. But on the first day I took it, I did take it at night right before bed so that I could sleep through most of the side effects. So when I woke up, I was a little groggy, and I had a slight headache, but like nothing too serious. And I get hot in general, so I wouldn't call it a hot flash, but I definitely was warmer. I would be in bed and I'm like, no, I need the fan on me. But I wouldn't call it like too much. I didn't experience too much of a hot flash. So, the hot flashes wasn't really a thing. The headache wasn't really a thing. I don't think I was emotional. You want to ask Eric, he might tell you something different, but I'm always emotional. So like nothing new. Okay. That's usual symptoms. So yeah, I took the Clomid for 5 days. I took it for day 5 through 10 of my cycle. And then I basically have just been taking my tea, my prenatals. I did get my fertility crystals. I'll show you guys those the next time though. But those came in. I've been taking maca root. I am also taking biotin to get my hair nice and long. And then what else am I taking? Prenatals, of course, and like just multivitamins. I'm just trying to be as healthy as possible. So I did take the Clomid, and then so this week I was ovulating. I was supposed to ovulate, go into ovulation. So previously I get a high or a LH surge for at least like 4 days before my peak comes, which makes it really hard to like grasp when I'm exactly gonna ovulate. So Eric and I had been baby dancing in general, just for the last couple of days. And so one particular night in that morning, I had to take an ovulation test and it said negative. You are supposed to ovulate test in the morning and the evenings, but I usually just test in the morning and then we'll see what happens the next morning. So the other day, which I did take some videos and I documented, so I will include them in here. I look a hot mess because I'm usually taking these videos at like 7 in the morning before I go work out. So I'm like upset, number one, about being up that early, and then more upset that I'm about to go work out. But nonetheless. Good morning, guys. So I'm using the Easy at Home ovulation sticks, and I'm not supposed to be ovulating yet, but after you've been doing this for a while, you can kind of feel when your body is doing some things. So I decided to take some ovulation tests, and as you can see, I haven't had a huge LH surge, but with those faint lines, the test line, there's also 2 faint lines right here. That means ovulation is upon me, which is expected because I am supposed to be ovulating in the next couple of days. So this is how I track my ovulation. I do this every single day in my first pee in that little cup. It's very hard. You have to have really good aim. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated over the next week or so. Hey guys, day 2 of tracking ovulation. As you can see, I'm trying to get this to focus. What in the world? The line is getting darker there, which means I'm gonna ovulate soon, but it doesn't matter until it gets extra dark. And that means I have a surge of hormones. So stay tuned. The other day we baby danced, and then I laid in bed and with my crystals, and I promised you I could literally feel myself like ovulating. My body kind of started cramping. I just felt something going on. I felt a shift. Okay guys, look at this. This is so much different from yesterday. I could literally feel myself ovulating yesterday because I was having stomach cramps, and I knew I was gonna wake up and it was gonna be very dark. So this means I had a huge LH surge, and it's time to start baby dancing, which we already started last night. So that might be TMI, but yeah. So I'm also gonna take a digital one, even though I know it's gonna say hi, but it's still important to track both. So guys, the electronic one is still saying low, but that strip showed a pretty high, like it was equal. So I'm still gonna baby dance and we'll see what happens. Guys, I went back and retested and it said positive. Hey y'all, so I wanted to make a quick little video. I look a mess, but whatever. So that video showed that I was peak ovulation, which is really crazy because yesterday I was not ovulating at all from the video, and then today I literally went from not ovulating to peak, and I usually have a high in between there, but I guess not. So that means we'll be doing a lot of baby dancing. But something that was a little different for this cycle is that I literally felt myself ovulating last night. I was laying in bed and I almost swear I could feel like the eggs and like the hormones increasing. So that's really crazy. So yeah, laid in bed, I prayed to God. At this point, I don't even know if I call it praying. I pleaded with God, and I'm like, please let this be the time, because I can't do this anymore. So I laid in bed, I listened to my gospel music. Tasha Cobbs does it for me every single time. So I had my gospel music going. I got into a deep meditation with my crystals. It was just an overall good experience. And then the next day when I woke up, I did have a L8 surge, and I was at my peak ovulation. Like, what? Yes. And that's really good news. Like, it's just really good to have a peak ovulation the next day. It came really quick, so I wasn't expecting that. But you know, the devil worked hard. So after having a peak ovulation, of course, you have to do a lot of baby dancing. And I previously mentioned that all of this is very, very stressful and strenuous on relationships. And I don't even think people fully grasp it. It sounds like, oh yeah, just you gotta have sex. What's the problem with that? But when you have to practically schedule intimacy, it just doesn't work that way. It comes natural, especially with a young, you guys know I love me some Eric. So it just comes naturally. But when you have to schedule it, it takes the fun out of it. And it can be very frustrating and just a lot to bear on a relationship. And this particular time, trying to schedule baby dancing while just wanting to relax, chill, it just we of course got it done, but it just had me feeling super emotional and kind of raw. A lot of big emotions I was experiencing, besides already being emotional from ovulating and all of this. It just had me in a place of evaluation where I really had to talk to God about where I am in life, where I want to be, and these big emotions that I'm feeling. I was telling Eric, I was I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to try. This is crazy. I can't go through this again. But really, like, I do want to continue trying, but it's just exhausting. Like, I am absolutely tired of waking up, tracking my temperature, tracking ovulation, taking pills. Like, I'm more than exhausted. Like, I told you I wasn't gonna be a meme, so I'm not about to cry on this camera, but like, and I've probably like used up all my tears from the last couple days. But it is just a lot. It's overwhelming. I'm honestly sick of it. Like if there was like an adult tantrum, that's what I feel and have. Like, I just want the stork to come drop my baby off at this point. Like, I want to order off Amazon Prime today. Like, what's up? And you know, that's the power of like having equity too. So like, if I was rich, I could walk up in these like clinics and be like, yeah, I'm about to make a baby today. But like, that's not how it works. Plus, I want it to happen naturally and on God's time, whatever time that is, because he on CP time for sure. But yeah, so that's kind of where we are. We're in the 2-week wait. So I've ovulated, and now it is 1 day post ovulation, I guess, 1 DPO, or I might say tomorrow's 1 DPO. I don't know. Either way, in 2 weeks is when we find out if baby Davis is cooking or not. And y'all really pray for me. I'm trying to keep positive vibrations, because of course whatever I'm feeling and whatever emotions I'm bearing and carrying with me, if I am pregnant, that's of course what the baby will feel and receive. And I definitely want to be in a place of peace. I've watched every YouTube video and everybody's like, oh yeah, I got pregnant on my first round of Clomid. So I'm just like praying that to me. But of course, like, I know things happen, and it might not happen. That might not be my testimony, but we'll see. I'm really praying and keeping my fingers crossed. I really hope you guys do the same for me. I do want to, like I said, include the video so you guys can see how I track my ovulation. But this time wasn't really fair because it came so quickly. So next time, I mean, hopefully this is it and there won't be a next time. But if there has to be a next time of tracking ovulation next cycle, then I will be a little better at detailing it and taking the videos. Now that I know it's gonna come quickly with that Clomid, and then I'll also keep you guys updated. If we are pregnant, I probably won't create a video for it. So like, if you don't see me posting for 3 months, then like, just assume, but don't ask, because that's my business, right? And like, you know, when I want you guys to know, you know. Just because there's so much that can happen in like in between stage. I know you're like, who are you? Like, you're telling us all now, like, we part of this journey too, but there's just so much that can happen between now and then, and like the arrival of the baby. So with all that being said, I just wanted to record this video to give you guys a little update. More will be coming soon, but like always, thank you for the support. Thank you for having my back, the prayers, the check-ins, and everything else. So have a wonderful day.